Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello, everyone. What is going on? Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Gobind. This is your Channel for Grace. Thank you, those of you that are here watching live and in the chat. And thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Whoa, how are you guys feeling? I want to do a little check-in before we start. We're going to do mini readings tonight. The energy is intense. Is so intense. Like, it's not going to let up either. We're just going to continue to see like these powerful shifts and conjunctions and squares and all this stuff in the sky. And it's going to feel like, whoa, so much, so heavy all at the same time. It's almost like the climax of 2020 is literally happening right now as we move into the winter solstice. This is it, you guys. This is it. It's insane. But it's awesome. Can you believe it that you are alive during this powerful time? It's just phenomenal. I will be doing a special Aquarian age winter solstice astrology broadcast live on Sunday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys tune into that. And then on Monday, I'll be going live as well in the evening, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for a winter solstice ceremony. And I may be going live as well on Monday morning, afternoon-ish Eastern time for a global meditation that is happening at the exact time of the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, which is at 10:20 a.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern. And there's people all over the world gathering for this meditation. So I may be going live during that time in the morning here in Pacific time zone so that we can also meditate together and then later on in the evening do the special broadcast. So I want to invite you guys to all of that. Let me say hi to everybody that's in the chats. Dewey and Ellie are here. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Laura. Wendy, thanks for being here and moderating. Taria, welcome in. Stephanie, Len, how are you guys feeling? Hello, Jess. Hello, Mary Ann. Hello, Pixie and Belinda, Divine Energy. And Britt just came into the room. And Chrissy is here. Yeah. Ooh, nice. I love the little Venus emoji. I love that. Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful. It's happening. We're already feeling it because you know what? Saturn already moved into Aquarius. He's done with Capricorn. If you get my Moon Magic report, you will know that because I put that in the Moon Magic report, which, by the way, if you're not on my email list yet, make sure you guys get on my email list. Hey, Shannon, welcome in. You can download my free moon astrology guide that will give you insight into what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And when you download the free guide, you get entered into my email list, or you can just go to my website. And on that homepage, there's a little section to enter in your name and your email and to sign up for the email list. That's the best way to stay in contact. Things are changing. Social media is changing. We're going through a lot of shifting, a lot of stuff. You need to make sure you guys stay in contact. If you like my content, if you like what I offer, getting on my email list is going to be the safest way for you to stay in connection. I just found out today that Twitter announced that they are shutting down Periscope. Some of you know Periscope because I used to broadcast on Periscope. I used to go live on Periscope almost every day of the week, like 4 days a week at one point when I used to live in Colorado. And that was a big part of my beginning, my journey. And then once I switched over to YouTube, it's been growing. The community has been growing, but that just goes to show you how much things are changing and how we're moving into a very unpredictable energy. So make sure you get on my email list, you guys. I also want to invite you guys to who signed up for Module 5. I'm curious to know who has actually signed up for it. Module 5, in case you didn't know, I have a Aquarian Astrology Level 1 course for anybody that wants to learn astrology. It's a very simple way. It's a very Gemini kind of way of learning astrology. We break down the little pieces of astrology one by one, and we study them in detail one at a time so that you can process and internalize the information and practice yourself. And then we just keep adding on little by little as the modules move forward. Britt has signed up. That's so awesome. But the Module 5, the reason it's so exciting is because it's all about the magic of Venus. So planet Venus. So far, we've covered the fundamentals of astrology, the sun in astrology, the moon in astrology, and Mercury in astrology. And now we're going to talk about planet Venus. We're going like in the order of the solar system. So next is going to be Mars. But the exciting thing about this module is there is so much information. That's awesome. Marianne also signed up. Yes. Wendy says, I need to sign up. Yes, it's only $33, you guys. This is like the most affordable thing that I offer. I want you guys there. I want you guys to get this information. There are a couple of really powerful transits that are happening with Venus in terms of her star points that she makes that affect humanity as a whole. But I'm going to be talking about this a little bit for during the astrology video for the Aquarian age, the winter solstice on Sunday. But on Tuesday night, we're going to be diving in. This module is on Tuesday. If you can't be there live, that's okay. Sign up for it anyways. The next day, I upload the replay of the video. And so you can access it for forever. You'll have access to it to be able to watch it on my course platform. Everything you can find on my website, but I also have links in the description of this video to help you find those things more easily. But if you have not yet, Venus tells you about what you desire, what you truly desire in life, and how you attract love and what you mirror out to other people in terms of love. It's a powerful planet to study. Throughout history, she's had so many references to her, the goddess. And she's been around since the beginning. She's the one goddess that like she has a representative in all traditions and all cultures. So I hope that you join us for that. We're going to go live on Tuesday evening, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on Zoom webinar. And so there will be a live chat and a live Q&A. And we'll do the classes usually about between 2 and 3 hours. Make sure you set enough time for you for the class. And then right after that, like I said, I'll upload the replay onto the platform and you'll be able to watch it. So after that, you can still purchase it. It'll just be the replay instead of the live. So the cool thing about the modules, the fun part is to be there live. So you get to ask questions live. And then no problem getting the replay, but the best thing is to be there live so you can enjoy the energy of everyone else in the room. Hi, Colette. Hi, Liz. Awesome that you're here live. Len says, so magic, so magic. The moon reports. Yes, I love those too. Hannah has a question, Jai. Have you taken any of the Leo King's courses at all? Yes, I have. I love the Leo King. He is like, he's my brother from another mother. That guy. And also Erica Othen. She's amazing as well. She also does courses on the Leo King website, which is, his whole thing is called High Vibe. But yes, I have. That's I'm curious as to what made you ask that question. Britt says they've all been amazing. I've learned so much. They're just jam-packed with information, all of the modules. I actually have, so if you haven't taken any of them, I actually have, I didn't, when I ran the sale for the holidays, I'm going to leave the modules 1 through 4 package. So you can get them for just $27 if you buy all 4 of them together. I'm going to leave that up for anybody that's new that wants to just kind of dive into all 4 modules this weekend and then join us for module 5. But you don't really need to have done the modules before to do this one. Maybe the level 1, I would recommend module 1 because that's like the basics of astrology. And then after that, they stand on their own. So it's just whenever you're ready to dive into that topic, it's there for you. He is so real. He is so real. Just sign up for the Venus session. Oh, I love that. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do mini readings tonight and know that like with Saturn now in Aquarius, this is intense like higher mind activations. The portal's already open. It's going to intensify on Monday with the exact conjunction tomorrow. Jupiter moves into Aquarius and it's going to be like bzz, bzz, electric, totally electric. I'm thinking of enrolling in some of those courses, like maybe the elite. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. So we have 2 people on the list so far. We've got Laura and we've got Laura S. and Christina M. And the way that the reading, so if you want to get on the list, there's plenty of room for tonight. It's $25 sent to my PayPal. The link is in the description. And you can choose from, I can look at your astrology chart, your natal chart, or your progressed chart or transits, or even do like a synastry compatibility reading for you and another person. In terms of tarot, I do tarot and oracle cards if you want to ask a question. But I want to tell you that the energy right now is very potent. So if you're curious, if you want a little bit of insight, if you want to know what the universe is, how this major conjunction is going to be aspecting your chart, or any kind of situation that you want more light on, to shine more light on, right now is the time to do it. Next Friday will be after the fact. We'll already be in the new world. That's going to be really cool as well. But I even think that next Friday is actually going to be Christmas, so I don't think I'm going to be going live for that. I may move it to Saturday. Because obviously it's a holiday. But anyways, Laura, feel free to put up your question. If you are going to choose an astrology reading, make sure that you put your information in the chat as well. So your birth date, birth time, and the location. And I'll pull it up on the screen. And Christina, make sure you have your question ready. Have your question already like copied and pasted so that you can just put it right into the chat when I call your name, and then we have like a smooth transition in between the readings. Yes, so very, very powerful energies coming up and many, many changes. I just want to like do something with my life astrology wise, and I don't know where to start. Well, I mean, I would definitely recommend getting books. That's how I started. Find yourself an astrology book and read it. And take the time and start diving in. What type of what type of astrology things excite you? What are the kind of readings that you enjoy watching that people do? Because you have to find the teacher that you align with when it comes to astrology. Excuse me if you already mentioned this. What time are you doing the live module 5? I have something scheduled on the 22nd, but still gonna get the module. We will go live Tuesday, December 22nd at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hello, Christina. Welcome into the chat. That is funny. Brittany just got on the list. Let me add her. Yeah, so I mean, like if you want to learn from me, like definitely. I don't know if you've signed up already or not for the modules, but definitely sign up for those. My modules are $33 each, and I was going. I usually come out with one once a month, but of course with everything going on and the starseed readings that I've started to do and the starseed activations as well, which I didn't even talk about, but those are available. You can get your starseed reading now from me. They've been a little bit more spread out or spread apart. But hello, Jami, welcome in. But we'll get to your question in a second, Laura. One exciting thing too is I'm thinking in January of running my next Moon Goddess training. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the chat if you would be interested in doing a 4-week long program with me called the Moon Goddess Training, where we learn all about the moon centers, our astrology, all kinds of goodies in that program. Let me know, because I'm thinking of doing that in January for sure, or at least in January, February, maybe even starting with the Aquarius new moon, which is the Chinese New Year, the year of the ox. Okay, so you're welcome. The starseed readings are amazing. Belinda says also, if you are here and you have ordered an astral starseed DNA activation, I'm running a little bit late on those. I'm going to be sending them out in the next few days. So I know some of you is within the time frame. I said 1 to 7 days. There's been so much going on, and I'm literally playing like catch up with everything that I have to do. So just be on the lookout. They're going to be coming out sometime in the next few days and then into next week. So I just wanted to give you a little update on that. All right, Laura's question. Tarot reading, please. Looking for insight into my love interest. Do you have a specific question you want to ask about your love interest? Taria says Moon Goddess Training sounds epic. Yeah, Jess says, I loved the Moon Goddess Training. It's so beautiful too. I'm going to wait for clarification from Laura. But the Moon Goddess Training is really beautiful too, because we have our own private meetings. Like it's live on Zoom. And so we get to see each other and talk and share. So it's like having private sessions with me and a group of other women, and they end up being like, oh, so beautiful. The connections we make in those groups are amazing, and then we end up all together in a private Facebook group where a lot of people start making connections, and they start finding, like-minded people, like-minded souls that they can become friends with and not feel, so alone in this crazy world. We need Star Fam, Hannah says, yes, interested in the Moon Goddess Training. Yeah, I loved it too. Britt says it was epic. His energy towards our connection. Okay. All right. Highly recommend the Moon Goddess training. And here's the cool thing too. If you've already done the Moon Goddess training, you can actually join us for all the future trainings for free. So once you sign up, you're in. Whenever I do the next one, you get the Zoom link as well. You can join us. It's actually pretty amazing. So you can always like continue to be a part of the community. Nice. I love it. Okay. So Laura's love interest, love connection. What's his energy towards the connection? Yeah, right. Moon Goddess for life. Interesting. So I'm using the tarot cards for you, Laura. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? All right. So let's see what we got here. I think this is the Death card. They don't have the names on them, so I'm pretty sure this is the Death card. So, but let me show you, because the vice versa deck has, they have a front and they have a back, and so they give you a different perspective. So the one that you got is the side of it is the back side of it. And so in this image you can see there's two men and they have lost someone. It's kind of hard to see, but they've lost someone. And so there's a little skull at the bottom and there's a crow on top of the skull. They have they're giving flowers to this sort of person that they've lost. In the background of the image, you see this woman who is dancing naked, and the sun is there as well. And so it shows the side of death that is the side of liberation, the side of freedom. And so I think there's definitely, what I'm feeling in terms of your specific question and this specific reading is there's an adoration going on. There's an adoration of looking at you and seeing you in like your full feminine beauty and wanting to offer something. The other thing, the next card that we get is the Knight of Pentacles. And you're looking at the backside of the Knight of Pentacles. So it's almost like you're behind him. There is, sorry, there's like people yelling outside. That's really interesting. What's going on out there? Okay. This kind of threw me off for a second. So people are going to start going crazy. No joke. Just be careful out there, everybody. But so there's this sort of like you're standing looking at him. And what I feel is like there's a little bit of sadness. I'm feeling a little bit of sadness with this card. I'm also feeling like a little bit somehow feels defeated. But the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that he has resources. He has a lot of potential to move forward in life, financial security. And that is something that you definitely, right, that's definitely something that you want in your life. He may feel right now that he can't quite provide that for some reason. That's kind of what I'm getting. It could be wrong, but kind of getting that he feels a little bit like he can't quite provide that. But he is also energetically definitely wanting to. The next card you get is actually the Queen of Pentacles. And you're also seeing the backside of her. So I'll show you the front so you can see what's in the front. She, this is a little bit like the Empress energy. This is a grounded energy. I feel like this card represents you for some reason. You also have the 5-pointed star of Venus in the back of the stone chair. You have obviously the bird, the hawk that is with you. The reason that I feel like this represents you is the attraction is to that goddess energy. The attraction is to the divine feminine. This connection, by the way, is definitely like a soulmate connection. It's definitely a past life thing, because getting the Six of Cups is the card of childhood memories, but it's the soulmate card. It's the past lives card. And so look at the symbolism as well. It's like they're kind of waving at each other, but they're also in different worlds. She's in the water, right? And he's on land. It's a playful energy for sure. But what that tells me is that you guys have had past lifetimes together. So the next 3 cards, you get the Hierophant, which is a very interesting card. This is about having faith. This is about feeling like there's something to live forward to. This is about connecting to God's source. This is also about connecting to like an authority outside of you. And I think that he may be kind of playing with the idea of, is this a deeper connection than I think it is? Is this something that is going to last? He may be toying with that idea. His mind is really activated right now with the Ace of Swords. I think he's getting new ideas about it. It's definitely thinking about it for sure. And the last card that you get is, and I'll pull another little oracle card, the Six of Pentacles. What I like about this card is all of it's the backside of the Six of Pentacles, but it's all of the images that you see in his coat. You see the moon, you see Venus, you see Mercury, you see Mars, you see Saturn, and you see Jupiter. So basically the 5 or the 6 major planets, personal planets. What this tells me is like synastry, compatibility. For some reason, I feel like there's definitely like a connection to the astrology between both of you. Would be interesting to know, what astrology signs you guys are. So let me pull an oracle card to give you a message about what to do with this information. You get Albotaine, reconciliation and serenity. In order to be approached by others, you must encounter your anger. What I'm getting from this message is, in order to be approached by others, you have to process things within you that could possibly affect the relationship if you were in the relationship. So as you do your own process, as you do your own healing, you will open up the door for the approach, for it to come towards you. So thank you for getting this reading, Laura. I hope that gave you some insight. And we have Christina Maglue is next, so feel free to put up your question. I'm going to check the PayPal real quick. So Marie is on the list, and we also have an Anita as well. Some new names I haven't seen before are popping up. That's really cool. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. All right, Christina, you're welcome, Laura. Christina says, I would love a card reading for guidance on what I can focus on to best communicate earth energy wisdom with those who are ready and want to learn it. Okay, I'm going to use the astrology cards for this. So, what to focus on to best communicate earth energy wisdom with those who are ready and want to learn it. Okay, what can Christina do to be able to do this? What should she focus on? Okay, that one flew out. I like it. The waxing gibbous moon, which is a moon that is growing in intensity, an energy that is growing in intensity. It's also about alignment, refinement, nurturing yourself, having patience, and then letting yourself evolve. Let's get 3 more cards, please. The next card that you get is the card of Libra. I'll show them to you in a second. The card of Libra. So Libra is about relationships. I think focusing on harmony and balance in your own life, also focusing on creating better relationships, working with people too, collaborating with people. That can be another option that's wanting to come up. And one more card, please. Because this is a Venus-ruled sign, the sign of Libra. This is completely about relationships, but also harmony. Okay. So here's what to focus. Here's what the universe wants you to focus on. You've got the waxing gibbous card. There's an energy that is expanding, right? And it is your desire to work with people. It is your desire to align harmoniously with yourself. So collaborating with people is going to be something that you may be interested in, that you could focus on. The next card you get is Mars. So Mars is all about action. So what is the action that you have to take? Well, the action that you have to take is the energy of the waxing crescent moon, which is all about surrender, restoring yourself, reflecting, listening to your intuition and being in stillness. Interesting, because Mars is the opposite of stillness. Mars is about action. Right now, Mars is in the sign of Aries. He's, I think, getting ready to come off of shadow. So he's going to be full speed ahead. And in January, he's going to move into Taurus. So right now, it's important for us to actually take action towards the things that we want, because when Mars moves into Taurus, he's actually going to be in detriment. So the action that the universe is wanting you to take is about sort of listening, reflecting, listening to your intuition, letting your intuition guide you to exactly where you need to be. There's a specific point where something is going to happen. The Cassini point is like it's emerging. It's an energy. It's like it's a conjunction. It's an exact conjunction. And usually you think of the sun being in Cassini with a certain planet. Venus makes a Cassini with the sun when she does her inferior conjunction and her superior conjunction. She does one every 9 months. And then after those 2 9-month period, she goes retrograde. But the Cassini point is emerging. It's some kind of emerging. It's either emerging of like your ideas. It's emerging of your what you're wanting. Your life. I'm feeling like the everyday life needs to be more aligned with like the things that you want to do, the work that you want to do. There's like a merging that needs to happen. So it's about walking the talk every day, and everything, every move you make, every thought you have, everything you say, every conversation you have has to be in alignment with your passion, your beliefs, so whenever something is not in alignment, you're going to feel it like really strongly because it has to be in that exact alignment. So it's this reading is asking you to really align yourself, like to practice what you preach every day, because that's really how to bring in how to exemplify, become the example to show people what it is that maybe they're needing in their life. So when you embody it, when you embody that earth energy wisdom, you are like drawing people's attention. You also get the card of Gemini, which is about communication, expressing yourself, working with things like alchemy and magic, and trusting your own magic, maybe writing, maybe sharing through words of wisdom what comes through to you, being a channel. That's that Gemini energy. And then the 10th house of achievement is about stepping out of your comfort zone and being in the limelight, showing up in the world for yourself, but for others, and choosing what is it you're going to be recognized for. How are you going to step up? Literally, like step up your game. This is also the house that Saturn rules. So Saturn just moved into Aquarius, so it's has to be innovative. You can also look at what sign is at the cusp of your 10th house, which is your midheaven, and that will give you some more insight. Those are the kind of themes that you have to focus on in terms of career and moving forward, and doing what's going to bring you more fulfillment in life. Hey, babe. Hey, Pawan. Welcome in. Okay, let's pull an oracle card for Christina. All right, so here's something to focus on. Azimek is healing and dissolution. Treat your healing with resilience. Rub your bruises gently. This is like take it easy on yourself, for sure. Be gentle with yourself, as well as there's a forward push, but then there's also, there's moments where you need to be gentle with yourself and like let go of what it needs to look like or what it needs to be, and then surrender to the process. But keep embodying that wisdom in your own life every day. Okay. Thank you, Christina. Next we have Brittany, and then Marie, and then Anita. And I'll go check the PayPal to make sure I have everybody's name. Yep, we do. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going? Can I change my request? Can I get a transit reading for my birthday instead? It's your birthday. Dang. Yes, we can do that. So you were born 1982. Awesome. I love that, Christina. Thank you. 1:32 p.m. And that is in... Okay. That's so cool that you were born on a winter solstice. All right. Let's go to... (1920s) 21. Let me share the screen too. Okay. So first of all, happy birthday. How freaking exciting that your birthday is on this winter solstice of all winter solstices. What is a transit reading? You're about to watch one right now. I was supposed to be born on Christmas Day, but said, nah, give me that darker day. That's funny. This is a transit reading. So, yeah. Okay. So, obviously, the sun is going to be right around that same degree of when you were born. And so you were born with the sun at the galactic center point, which is really intense. That means that you have these galactic codes that come through you. Your sun is also conjunct your south node, which is near this place as well. This is definitely an activation of it's like remembering where you come from, remembering the lifetimes that you've had, remember the wisdom that you bring through, because Sagittarius is wisdom, and channel that. Because with Mercury right there as well, conjunct your sun and your south node, it's about channeling messages from the galactic center. Now, Mercury is kind of getting burnt out by the sun in a way. I think he's behind the sun, not in front of it. Yeah, I think he's on the other side of the sun. So it's like we can't see it from Earth right now. So he's kind of hiding, but he's being like, that's a Cassini. Remember, I was just talking about a Cassini. There's a Cassini point there. And it is with Mercury, which is the magician, which is the channeler of energy. So this is an activation for you of your where you come from, your past lives, your mission. This is going to activate your south node in your 9th house. Now, the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction is actually going to happen in your 10th house. So what you're going to see is an activation of this area of your life, of your career. They are also going to be exactly conjunct your Black Moon Lilith in Aquarius at 0 degrees. So that revolutionary renegade goddess side of you is going to want to come out and play and bring in some innovation into your career. Bring in something that's different. Bring in action towards your future. This is what this is activating, that specific conjunction. Mars itself is transiting your 12th house, and then the moon's going to conjunct it next week. And it's significant because the moon's going to be squaring the sun when he moves into Aries. And that always brings up a little bit of tension. But in terms of action right now, what kind of action should you be taking? Listen to your intuition. Listen to like the voice of like spirit. Listen to your angels, your teachers. Listen to the divine messages that want to come through. This is connecting to something more of an essence, of a spiritual essence for you. My company just got bought out by a new company, and I start a new position in the next week or so. Wow, that's crazy. Yep. That's it right there. That's Aquarius energy right there. We're going to switch it up. We're going to change it up. This is big changes. Big changes. It also means that for the next 20 years, like life is going to be career focused for you. Because this chart, this conjunction points the future of the next 20 years. So there's something really cool about that being in your 10th house of how you show up in the world. Maybe this is a really beautiful opportunity for you. It's very exciting. And those are the things that I see that are the most significant that will be activating you on your birthday. So happy birthday. And thank you for getting this reading. We have Marie next. Yeah, and that was basically a transit reading where I look at the transits that are going on right now and how they're affecting your natal chart. So we have Marie and then we have Anita. So Marie, feel free to put up your question, and then Anita, just have it ready for when I call your name. I want to know how this conjunction and energy will affect me. Transit reading. Okay. Let me pull it up. Da-da, 126, 82, 554. Okay, awesome, Pixie. Let me write that down. Yeah, right? Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. 126, 82, 5:54 p.m. Okay. So go to the actual conjunction. And here we go. All right, so for you, so let's look at your Aquarius energy, which is, let me actually go here. So we have to look at where is your Aquarius energy in your chart and what is happening. How is this conjunction affecting your Aquarius energy? So in your chart, in your natal chart, you have your sun in Aquarius at 6 degrees. You also have Mercury in Aquarius at 17, and then your moon in Aquarius at 26. So what this means is that as Saturn and Jupiter move into Aquarius, and as they continue their transit through Aquarius through 2021, there's going to be a lot of energy that's going to be activated here for you in the 6th and the 7th house. So the 6th house being the house of work, being the house of daily life, your daily schedule, being in the present moment, focusing on the details, and your 7th house being the house of relationships. You were also born with Venus and the South Node in Capricorn. So you've had a lot of stuff happening to your South Node and Venus. So a lot of karmic things. This year has brought up a lot of karmic relationships. There's been kind of like a purging energy, like a letting go, making space for new things in your life. And letting go of the old and making space for new things. It probably feels like you've been sort of doing this kind of like cleanup. You may have been feeling like a lot of what's happening feels like you're reliving these weird stories, but the reason is because you're learning how to transform and transmute them. And when Jupiter moves into 6 degrees later into the year, you're going to feel this activation of your sun energy. You're also going to feel later on in the year the activation of the Mercury, and then a little bit later on the moon. And there's going to be squares to Uranus that are going to be happening from these positions, and Uranus is in your 10th house. So it's going to be affecting work, relationships, and then career. So this is business partnerships. Those realms are really activated right now for you. You're going to see a lot of changes there, a lot of innovations. You might meet new people that you connect with at like a higher frequency, a higher vibe. And that is how this conjunction is going to be affecting you. So I hope that kind of gave you a little bit of insight. Thank you. Okay. So Pixie is next. And thank you, Wendy, for being here and moderating. That's true. You just reminded me that when you sign up for a reading, you get entered to win. I do a giveaway once a month. And I give away sometimes readings, sometimes jewelry. I also make jewelry. I have an Etsy shop. Sometimes I give away. There's lots of things that I can give away, and it's usually something very different every month. So you will be entered to win. All right, here we go. Pixie's question. Compatibility reading. Me and him. Okay, let's pull it up on the screen first. This is going to be fun. I love doing these. Okay, April 16th. 4/16/75, 12:55 in the morning. Oh, will you give me locations too, please? City and state for you, and then city and state for him. And in the meantime, what I can do is actually just go ahead and transfer, show you the screen so you can see what I'm doing, because it's kind of fun to watch. So, Toronto. All right. For both? Wendy! Jinx! I got you. Okay. April 16th, 1975, 12:55 a.m. in Toronto. Okay, that's for you. And then let's do for him. We're just going to call him. Okay, March. That's going to be... Okay, cool, for both. So, March 18. And that's 71. And Canadian connection tonight. Yes, there you go. 6:30 a.m. I like that you have the times for both of you. That helps a lot. That adds a lot to these kind of readings. Oh, Alex. Okay. It doesn't really matter. The name doesn't really matter. It's the I need the coordinates and the time and the location. That's really what matters. All right, let me make sure I got these right. So his is March 18th, 71, 6:30 a.m. Go. Okay. And here we are. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh my God. These actually really are my favorite. By the way, if you're watching and you want to get a reading, Pixie is the last one on the list. So, oh my God. Did not mean to do that. So there's no one on the list after Pixie. So you'll be next if you sign up for a reading. And if you have signed up, let me know in the chat and I can go check it on PayPal. Okay. Yeah. The giveaways are fun. So wait, dude, I got you. Let's see what we have here. So the inner circle is your chart and the outer circle is his chart. So this is from your perspective. Right? This is from your perspective. So you have sun. Let's go one by one. The main connections, the most important connections are sun with sun, moon with moon, Mercury with Mercury, and then you can do Venus with Venus, Mars with Mars, and then the outer planets. And that actually gives you a lot already just by itself. So you have Mars in your sun in Aries, and he has, so you have sun in Aries, he has sun in Pisces. That is a fire sign with a water sign. So what can happen here is you're close enough together in the zodiac where like one kind of like leads into the other in the story of the zodiac. Aries is the first sign. Pisces is the last sign. So he's going to hold a lot of sort of wisdom of like completion energy, and you're going to hold a lot of the wisdom of the active fire, the active fiery energy. And these two signs may not always understand each other. These two signs may feel like they're worlds apart because they really are. Because Aries is it's the baby of the zodiac, and Pisces is the wise sage. Aries is also very impulsive energy. Pisces is a very quiet and soft and very sensitive energy. So if Aries gets too intense, Pisces might feel that and feel that intense energy. So that's just with the sun. So let's go with the moon. You have your moon in Gemini, and he has his moon in Sag. What that means is that your moons are actually opposing. So when the moons or anything is really opposing, what this creates is sort of like an opposites attract kind of energy. So you feel really drawn to each other. This is the one thing that really lights up that fire. Gemini is very talkative, expressive, all that good stuff. Sagittarius as well loves to talk, loves to express, loves to explore. So these two signs, they really see eye to eye. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is a mental stimulation. You love that. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is also mental stimulation, but it's more of like expand your horizons. So he will challenge you to expand your horizons, and you will challenge him to focus on what's right in front of him. It's actually a beautiful connection with the moons. What can happen with opposing energies is they can burn each other out. So sometimes it's really great and fiery, but then that fire it's not sustainable. So then you end up feeling like at opposite ends of the spectrum again. That's with your moon signs. Let's look at your Mercury, because this is how you communicate. So you have Mercury in Aries. He also has Mercury in Aries. Okay, there's a cool connection right there. The connection is with the way that you each express yourselves and the way that you think. Both of you are very impulsive. Both of you are very instinctual. Both of you are, you know what you want to say. You don't think about what you want to say. You just say it. You may be a little bit too fiery for each other, because meaning communication wise, because if you're both communicating at this like really high level intensity of Aries, there may never be a moment to like chill that energy out. Like too much fire can be like too much fire, but it can be very exciting too because your thoughts are activated by fire energy. So I actually think that's kind of cool. Curious to see how it actually manifests in your life. With what you attract, so in terms of love, you've got Venus in Gemini and he has Venus in Aquarius. Wow, that's interesting. You have your Venus with your south node and he has his Venus with his north node. That is interesting. And they are, let's see, Gemini, Taurus. Let me actually check over here real quick. So they're not quite trining, but they are, they're both in air signs. Okay, so that's the first thing, is that's cool. So let's take it one step at a time. This may be a karmic relationship that he's here to help you figure out your past, and he's here. No, you're here. Hold on. He helps you figure out your past, and you help him figure out his future. It's like this really crazy thing going on here that's really interesting to try to explain. But in terms of desire, what you desire, Venus in Gemini is very, it's a neutral space for Venus to be in. It's, again, she loves mind stimulation. That is very important in the relationship. If you don't have that, you're not going to feel good. So you have that with him, so you are going to feel good. And then for him, it's the same thing, more mind stimulation, because it's another air sign, air with air. You see eye to eye. You desire the same kind of things. Him, however, he's going to be a little bit more aloof. He's going to feel a little bit like more distant to you because his way of thinking is different. He's unique. He's a unique thinker. Right. And so what he's going to have is an ability to admire things like freedom of expression or freedom in relationships or non-conventional relationship, which you may be okay with because Gemini can kind of go with the flow. Gemini can definitely feel very flexible. It's a flexible energy. So it's probably something that you guys can kind of work out. And then with your Mars, which is the last one we'll look at, you have Mars in Pisces. That's there's a connection here between your Mars and his sun and his rising in Pisces. So he's Pisces rising and you're Capricorn rising, but that connects you two together. Your Mars connects you to his sun. It shows similar connection. And then his Mars is aligned with your rising. His Mars in Capricorn. So I would say overall, this is very good synchronistic chart. This is a good match. This is good. This is beautiful energy. So far from what I've seen, it seems like there's a lot of connections. There's a lot of possibility of communicating because what are relationships? They're all about communication. So if you can't communicate, then you're going to have a hard time. But if you have the accessibility to communicate and see eye to eye, then everything's going to be just fine. So that's beautiful. I love that. I love that. And thank you guys for being here. There should be a dating app that pairs astrology. There should be. I think the Leo King was talking about definitely creating one for sure. Hello, Christy. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the reading. just know for the future that it gets sent to, the way that I usually do them is I have people send them to my PayPal, because with YouTube, we don't get anything really. I don't get the money that you send to YouTube, because there needs to be a certain amount before they even send you anything. So if it doesn't reach like a certain amount per month, you don't get any money. So, but you know, for next time now. And also the other thing is, once you get on the list, I'll add your name to the list. And then I let you know when it's your turn to put up the question. So let me pull up your chart. Transit reading for the 21st. Okay. But now you know. 217, 77, 630. Do you have a lot of Aries energy? I'm curious now. I guess we'll find out in Dallas. Okay, let me make sure I got it right. 217, 77, 6:30 p.m. in Dallas. Okay. Then go forward to the 21st. All right. And if anyone does want to get on the list is open. So here we go. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, yeah, it's okay. Like I just, now you know how it works. It's not a big deal. I'm not upset or anything. Like, no one's going to die. It's okay. But I do have to let you know so that you know for next time. Okay. So, let us look at where is your Aquarius energy in your chart. So you have a lot of Aquarius energy in your 6th house. Let me just take a look at this for a second. North Node Libra. Uranus is transiting your 9th. Saturn in Leo. Venus and Chiron with your South Node. That's interesting. Okay. But let's look at Aquarius, because you want to know how this conjunction is going to affect you. So this is it right here. You're looking at the conjunction right there in 0 degrees of Aquarius. It is going to happen in your 5th house of creativity, which means this is a very passionate energy. This is an activation of your creative abilities. This is feeling like a renewed energy to create, to play, to learn to have fun. This is also focusing on like other people, relationships that you have with other people. You have been, this Capricorn transit has been happening in your 5th house this whole year. So that means that you've been feeling like maybe you haven't been as creative as you'd like to be, because there's such intensity going on in this house for you. But now that Saturn and Jupiter are going to move into Aquarius, you're going to feel like, oh, wow, like now I feel reactivated. Like now I feel like I can move forward. And that creative energy is going to bleed into 2021 for you when it moves into your 6th house of work and of being in the present moment and focusing on the details and focusing on taking action, because this is where your Mars is. This is where your Mercury is. This is where your moon is. And this is where your sun. By the way, if you didn't know, you were born on a new moon in Aquarius. And in February 11th, I believe there's going to be a really strong new moon in Aquarius, which is the beginning of the Chinese New Year, which is going to be aspecting your sun and your moon. So that's going to be a powerful new beginning for you in February. But this is a lot. This is a lot. This is your drive, the way that you think. This is your sun and your moon. I mean, this is like, it's this year, 2021, is going to feel like a lot of the focus is going to come towards you, towards what you want to do, towards what you want to take action towards how you feel inside about yourself. And you're going to want to focus on the details of life. You're going to want to focus on the things that are right here in front of you and working those things out. So that's how it's going to be affecting you. And with Mars transiting all this South Node stuff these last few months, karmic relationships may have come up, past, karmic stuff, past lives, and your healing journey. There's a healing relationship that you're here, that is present for you here in this lifetime, that teaches you a lot about how to work together, how to collaborate with people, how to allow people in a little bit more into your life. And that's really being aspected because somehow there's a big transformation that's happening for you in terms of relationships that are deep connections. This is deep connections because this is your 8th house. Those things are you've had to look at them very closely. That's what I'll say. So, okay. There you go. Thank you. So Britt says, oh my gosh. Yeah, right. Now you know. Yeah, exactly. No worries. Uranus opposition recently or soon. That's right. It's coming. It's coming. The Uranus opposition. When it's 44 years old, around there. You're going to go through a Uranus. Wendy, you should be the designated Uranus opposition catcher. But it's true. Around 44, which maybe Uranus travels really slow. You're welcome. But 44 is you're going to experience a really powerful shift. A really intense activation on top of everything else that's going to get activated for you. Let's see, when is yeah, so definitely I think maybe it is going to happen next year for you. Whoa, that's going to be crazy. So oh, wow. And then there's going to be a lot of squares. So they're going to be squaring your Uranus and the transiting Uranus. So next year is going to be wild. Christy, just know that next year is going to be wild. Expect wild things to happen. Wild, wild, wild. Jess says mine is starting to hit next year and I was born in 79. You felt, yeah, so it sometimes doesn't hit exactly there, but like it's around that age for sure that we feel it, that we sense it. Let me check PayPal to see if anybody else has gotten on the list. And it doesn't look like anybody has. So if anybody wants to get on the list now is your chance. Otherwise, we will complete tonight's broadcast. So I'll be live on Sunday night. So tomorrow, I mean, I'm going to be working like crazy, but tomorrow we'll have the day off from broadcasting. And then on Sunday, I'll be live again. Well, a lot of change. Change never really feels good. The Uranus opposition is definitely one of those transits that really tests, like it just like cracks you open and teaches you how to love yourself and others, as well as activates your Kundalini energy, your sacred feminine, all of that stuff. So it's definitely good, but while you're going through it, it doesn't always feel very good because it's a challenge to go deeper, right? It's a challenge to unleash the wild, wise woman in you. Yes. Okay, I think that we may be complete. Book recommendation, Astrology and the Rising Kundalini. Yes, by Barbara Handclough. It's on Audible. If you want to know more, learn more about the opposition, do that. I also put out an episode on my podcast, which is Channel for Grace Uncut Podcast, about the Uranus opposition. I can't remember what episode it is, but I'm interviewing my friend who went through her Uranus opposition, and she tells us her story of how it all felt and how it all unfolded. Yeah, there you go. Wow, you guys are freaking on it. You're on it. All right, you guys. I think we're gonna close it off tonight. I really hope to I really hope to see you guys Sunday night for the astrology video, as well as Monday for the winter solstice, powerful Saturn Jupiter conjunction ceremony, and maybe a global meditation at the exact time of the conjunction, 10:20 in the morning. Oh, I love that. Yeah, thank you so much. And it'll be amazing to have you, Christy. And thank you for coming here and checking this channel out. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to tell you this. Don't miss the Sunday night show. Don't miss that show. Like, I'm already ready for it because I already did all the research. Like, remember we go over the Sabian symbols and the Chandra symbols? You don't want to miss it. This is huge, you guys. This is huge. Like, we need to stay informed about the astrology, and we need to stay open and aware of what's really happening. So, I also hope to see you guys on Tuesday night for Module 5. You can sign up. There's a link in the description to sign up for Module 5, where we will learn all about the magic of Venus and what she represents in your chart, and so many secrets. I'm going to tell you secrets, the secrets of Venus that most astrologers, they don't even look at. They don't even know. There's Venus secrets. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting this channel. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to everyone who signed up for a reading tonight. And I will see you guys in a couple of days. Practice a lot of self-care because the energy is wild. Me either, Marianne. Me either. I'll see you guys on Sunday. And I hope to see you guys signing up for Module 5, and have a good rest of your weekend. Sat Nam.